Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lance.
And we're the SAR guys.
So, Joe, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to do an interesting thing. We've been finding out lately that our team members need more practice with their GPSs. It's a skill that's kind of complicated, and you got to keep doing it or you forget how to do it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show an exercise that you can do right at home. Doesn't take but about 10 or 15 minutes, and you could do it a lot. We're going to go for a walk.
Okay.
We'll just take a walk around the block, and then we'll do this exercise and use our GPS just as if we were on a mission.
Cool. You can do this in town. You can do it in your backyard. You can go for a walk in the woods. Pretty easy. You could even do it in your car if you wanted to. So
absolutely. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. So the first thing we're going to do from the main menu screen is we're going to mark a waypoint, and we're going to call this our home point. If you're out in the field, you might call it command. So we're going to go up here to the top, and I'm going to call this home. So I'm just going to write in HOME, and we hit the check mark and save it. So now we go to the map, and so we have our home point, and it's marked right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have a track running. So I go into the track manager, and I'll click OK, go to the current track, and we are going to see that there's already a track on there. So I want to clear that track. So I'm going to just cancel that out and clear it. Okay, and we're going to start a new track. Okay, Lance, let's go for a walk.
All right.
Okay, so we've walked a little ways now, and what I want to do is I want to mark a waypoint. So I will exit out of the map and go to mark a waypoint. Okay, we're calling this waypoint 1, and we're going to save it. And the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a picture right here. So I'm going to go to the camera, and there's a nice tree right here to take a picture of. So I will go up here and get a picture of that tree. And we'll save that, and we'll go back to the map. And now we have a waypoint with a picture on it. The other thing I want to do is I'd like to figure out how to get back to our command or our home point. So I'd go to where to and go to a waypoint. And there's the home. We can click on home, and I can tell it to go. And we're going to minimize time. And right now we can see there's an arrow that's telling us where to go. So if we were going to go back, we can see the pointer there and see how to get back. And it says we're 500 feet away from home. So we're done with that, and we're going to go ahead and move on to another waypoint. So I'm going to just close out of this one and go back to the map. That video is really good. We've arrived at our second location, so I'm going to exit out of the map view, and I'm going to mark a waypoint. This will be waypoint 2. We'll save that, and we'll go take a picture of our location. That's a nice bush to take a picture of. I'll exit out of there. We'll go back to where to, and I'm going to go to waypoints, and we're going to look for home. And I'm going to hit go, minimize time, and now a couple things are going to happen. There's an arrow that tells me which way I should be walking to get home, and we will just follow the arrow. And as I lay this down, if I lay this down, you can see the arrow is actually pointing the direction we need to go. So we're going to go ahead and go home. All right, so it says now that we've arrived at home. Arrive at home on the left, 50 feet away. Cool, we're there. So we've done all of that, and we don't need to use the go to anymore, so we can tell it to stop navigation. We're done with that, and we have to go to our track now, our track manager, and we're going to say, okay, current track, and we are going to pause it. And then we're going to save it. So I will put right there, and it has all the save activity. Yep, we're going to save it. So I hit the save bar again. And it's exporting the track, and now that track has been saved and exported. Lance, we got to go for a walk and do a video all at the same time.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing us that.
Yeah, and so now the next thing, maybe we'll show another video where we teach you how to take that file and export it into SAR topo.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's typically what would happen on the mission. We usually just give our GPSs to command, and then they take and offload the tracks and all the pictures and the things that we've taken, and then they put it onto a map that combines everybody's tracks and pictures onto one location.
Yeah.
So again, that's it on SAR topo, and we'll do another video where we talk about how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like anything, GPSs, whether or not it's on your phone or the Garmin stuff or whatever brand is, you have to know it. And so the more you do these little exercises, the better it is that you're going to, or the more efficient you're going to be when you're out, you know, in the rain or snow or whatever, beautiful day like today.
Right.
You're going to remember how to do it, and it just becomes more of a second nature. And then, because these things can be frustrating. When you're cold and you're wet and you're frustrated at the mission or where you're at and you're just tired, the last thing you want to do is be frustrated with not remembering how to do things. So practice these little exercises, and it's going to make you a better team member for the rest of your team.
And it's so easy to do. We just spent 10 minutes, and we even stopped to do video on it. And in 10 minutes, we did all the things that we would do on a real mission that might be 4, 5, 6 hour mission.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty easy to do, and a good way to keep yourself all tuned up on it.
Yeah, it's something that I definitely need to do more on. I can do it on my phone with the SAR topo. But when I get into the Garmin stuff, I'm a little slow.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, we hope you found that useful.
Yeah. Hope to see you out on the trail.
Okay.